Good morning, everyone. It's Norma, and it is Saturday, and I'm really happy the week is over. It's the weekend, which means, candle burning time. And I know right now there is a winter storm, blizzards going on in the northeast coast and some of the southeast states. So I hope all of you guys out there are staying safe and warm and enjoying time kind of snowed in with your family, your candles, your pets, whatever. So I can't believe it's this time of year already. It just, I don't know where 2015 went. It was just a really busy, crazy year. It was a difficult year for me, but it was also a wonderful year. It was the first year with my Facebook group, and I've just met so many wonderful, wonderful people that it's just overwhelming to me sometimes when I think of all these people that I've met through the Facebook group in the last year that I've never met the majority of them in person, and yet we have such a close bond through sharing our love of candles and our lives. It's not just about candles. It's we all seem to have certain basic things in common. Most of us love pets. We love our candles. And everybody in the group is just so kind and honest and genuine. And it's just been just a great experience. But through that year, we've done a lot of hauling. I've tried brands that I've never tried before. I pretty much have been a Yankee candle girl. And I did the year before expand into some Bath and Body Works candles. But that's pretty much been it. This year, I can't say that. I've tried so many brands, and you're going to see 4 of the brands before you today because it's time for my top 15 picks for 2015. I have bought other brands this year, but a lot of those I bought at the end of 2015. So, hopefully during 2016, I'll get to burn some of them and review them, and we'll see if any of them make it to the video this time next year. So I thought this was going to be really hard to pick my top 15. Honestly, I was going to just do 10, and 10 was a little bit hard to do. And then I said, you know what? I'm just going to do 15 for 15. At some point in time, I mean, God willing, if I'm still doing this, 20 years from now, I'm not going to be, picking, 35 candles for 2035. But at some point, I do have to limit it to like top 10, top 12, top 20, something. But I decided to go with 15, and it was fairly easy to pick out because all I had to do is look around my candles stashed here, there, and everywhere, and pick out the ones that I bought multiples of. So these aren't necessarily candles that came out in 2015, although the majority of them are, but they are candles that I actually burned myself and I love, and I would buy multiples of. Another criteria that went into picking my top 15, first of all, was I had to love the scent. They had to burn well with minimal performance issues. And overall scent appeal, as it's a fragrance I love so much that I could burn it all year round, regardless of the season. Even though I do have one seasonal candle in here. But it was such an outstanding scent that I decided to include it in my top 15. So, I don't know where to start. I think I will start with my Goose Creek candles because this was the year of the goose, or the goosies, as some people in my Facebook group like to call them. I had tried some Goose Creek candles in 2014, and they were a disappointment, mostly because the candles tend to have a tendency to soot a lot. They had some crazy wick issues. And then you combine the lack of scent throw and some artificial smelling scents. They were disappointing, and I didn't know if I was going to be purchasing any more. But Goose Creek has really stepped up their game. They have a member of the Goose Creek family is a member of the Facebook group, and he's always very attentive to people's questions, customer concern, complaints, listening to our suggestions on how to improve the product. And they've really, really done a good job where, many people are abandoning their Yankees and their Bath and Body Works in favor of Goose Creek. So, there's still, some issues here and there, but in general, they have really done an outstanding job. And I would say that one of my favorite candles from Goose Creek is actually like a fall holiday scent. And that is, ta-da, Mr. Rum Cake, or as it is officially known, Holiday Rum Cake. For those of you who like your bakery scents, this is like a really deep, rich cake type scent. Some people said they smelled chocolate. I never really got a chocolate note out of it. It was more like if you're baking a yellow cake in the oven and you get you're almost baking it too long, and you just get that, dark baked cake type of scent, with a little splash of rum. I think some people said they smelled coconut too, maybe a little bit, but it was just like a rich, heavy bakery scent. Great for, those cold weather months. This candle I personally would not burn during, the warmer months, the spring, summer, maybe late fall. It's a little bit too dark, rich, and heavy for me, but it had a great throw, no performance issues. I really enjoyed it. Goose Creek Holiday Rum Cake. And I think the stand-away winner for Goose Creek this year, and for me as well, it was my favorite Goose Creek candle of the year, and that is Peanut Butter Sugar. Surprised me. I did not think I would like this candle. Peanut butter, I'm more of a fresh floral person, but this was just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. To me, it smells like a shortbread cookie with a hint of nuts. I absolutely loved it, loved it, loved it. And this is a bakery scent that I would burn all year round. It's not a deep, rich, dark scent. It's just like a shortbread cookie. I mean, I love it. Peanut butter sugar. Okay, so next up, I'll go with my Yankees. Now, I'm not doing these in any specific order, like, bottom to top, although I will tell you what my number one favorite was at the end of the video. So, not too many Yankees made the cut this year. It was a disappointing year for Yankees. I mean, my apple pumpkin in the fall, I couldn't smell it. I had those 2-wick tumblers. I had two 2-wick tumblers going, and they smelled great on the cold, but the minute I lit them, I mean, it was like they turned scentless. It was the most bizarre thing. And that seemed to be a common theme with a lot of their candles this year. It's like beautiful on cold, and then, when you light it up, you could stick your nose in the jar, practically burn your nose trying to get a scent from them. Disappointing year from Yankee. But there were 3 candles that are not new to 2015. They've been around for a while, and I was glad I was able to find some backups at the outlet before they disappeared. One of them has come back as a treasure, but all 3 of these are outstanding. I've always had, good scent throw from them, very good performance. They can be slow burners, so you do have to give them some time, but if you treat them properly, they've always performed well for me. And the first up, Yankee Candle Sunflower. It's just a bright, fresh, green type of floral. Maybe a tiny, tiny, tiny hint of perfume, but not too much. It's mostly a fresh green floral. Very strong thrower. I absolutely loved it. It's rumored to be retired, which I hope that's not true. I hope it comes back, because by the time I realized that, it was hard to find any. I was able to pick up a couple jars, like I said, at the outlet, but it sold out online. And I really, really hope it comes back, because it's absolutely one of my favorite florals from Yankee. Sunflower. Another favorite floral is Roses of Cliff Walk. And this was not available online or in the stores this year. I was able to find it at my outlet, and I bought like a ton of them. I think I did like a 13 candle haul when I found them. Beautiful, beautiful scent for rose lovers. It is rose with a hint of salty air. It's just beautiful. One of my absolute favorites. Another one of my favorites, and speaking of salty air, Bay Breeze. This is one that I did find at the outlet this summer, and Yankee Candle did bring it back for the spring semi-annual sale. So I think they still have some available online. Maybe you can find it in your stores. I'm not quite sure, because I haven't been to my store. But the ultimate salty sea air candle. It's just beautiful. And I'm so glad I tried it, because when I first picked it up a few years ago, I saw it at a semi-annual sale, and I thought it was going to be too salty. I mean, it was just whoo, pow in your face. But once it's burning, it's just beautiful. It's a strong thrower. Great, great, great salty ocean sea air type scent. Okay, so let's move on to some Colonial candles. This was a huge hit with me this past spring and summer. This is Grapefruit Hibiscus, and it's mostly like a pink grapefruit smell, but there is a hint of floral, and oh, these lids are something else. I just loved it. I got the candles and the wax melts, and the wax melts are wonderful. I mean, I would put them in like my centerpiece warmer, my electric warmer, my tea light warmer, and they would last for days and days, especially my centerpiece warmer. I mean, it was just beautiful, beautiful scent, beautiful throw. I absolutely love this scent, Grapefruit Hibiscus. And another Colonial candle that became a favorite of mine very quickly is Cucumber Fresca. I just think Colonial does their fresh and floral scents so beautifully. Their bakery scents to me are, not quite up to snuff, but their fresh scents are just beautiful. And Cucumber Fresca, oh my goodness, it reminds me, one of my very favorite candles from Yankee Candle is their Jasmine Green Tea, which is retired. I haven't seen any for 2 or 3 years now. And something about this candle reminds me of Jasmine Green Tea. It's not a dupe. It's not exactly the same. I mean, you definitely get the cucumber note that you don't get in Jasmine Green Tea, but there are some similar notes that they share in common that it reminds me of that candle. And I just love it. Cucumber Fresca. Very fresh, very clean, herbal. But yeah, if you haven't tried it, try it. Another favorite from Colonial, and this was a favorite of so many, and we were all really super, super disappointed when it disappeared and retired. Many of us, were fairly new to Colonial. We just started buying them, late 2014, the beginning of 2015. And by the time we discovered Southern Sweet Tea and how wonderful it was, it disappeared. And if we had known, we would have stocked up. Now, luckily, I was able to find this one After it disappeared off the website, I was able to find 2 large jars at Home Goods for $8.99, which is a great deal. Love it, love it. I love my tea scents. You know, this is just a, sweet iced tea with lemon. It was a great performer. Just wonderful. And I know that Colonial Candle did have an issue with their wicks. You know, they had some candles that had this red stamp. And there was a certain point in time where they had some troubles with their wicks. But this doesn't have that. So it's from a time before. And it just burnt flawlessly. You know, one of the few candles that could actually scent my great room. And thank goodness Colonial Candle has brought this scent back. Same colors, similar label, but instead of called Southern Tea, it is Sweet Iced Tea. So it is out in the 2016 spring line. If you guys missed this candle last year, get it, get it, get it. And if you missed your chance to stock up, you guys have a second chance. It is one candle that I will be getting this year from Colonial Candle, absolutely. And I think I need to stock up on some of the melts too, because I didn't get any melts last time. Love it. Okay, so let's move on to the Kringle candles. Other than Holiday Rum Cake, this is the only other holiday type scent that made the cut for my top 15. And this is in the scent Christmas. Oh my goodness, just look at that label. It just screams Christmas. This is such a beautiful Christmas tree type scent. I absolutely loved it. It was it's not like a heavy pine, like floor cleaner. It just smelled like a fresh tree in the outdoors. Got the fir, the cedar wood. Beautiful, beautiful scent. I did take 2 of these, for me to get a throw in my great room. But if you had like a bedroom, it was great. A lot of times I don't like to burn like your heavy, like Yankees, like balsam and cedar, holiday bayberry in a bedroom because they're a little bit too heavy. I like them, but I prefer them in a larger room. This type of scent is so beautiful and light and sweet that you could burn it in a bathroom and not be overpowered, but it still has a good throw. It's just a beautiful, beautiful Christmas tree type scent, especially for those of you who don't like those really heavy, heavy pines. I stocked up on this one. Yes, I did. But if I had to pick my absolutely top #1 favorite from Kringle Candle for 2015, it would be this one, Pink Grapefruit. Oh my goodness, yum, yum, yum. I wish I had more of them. This is probably another one I'll be getting again sometime at some point this year. I absolutely loved this scent, especially in the summer. I love grapefruit scents. I've always been more of a grapefruit person versus an orange person. Even like eating the fruit. I just love grapefruit even more than oranges. I just love grapefruit. And it's just so fresh and clean and juicy smelling. Just a perfect hot weather scent. I absolutely loved it. I had a good throw. Once again, one of the few candles that actually threw in my great room. I just love it. Can't say enough about it. I would say, I haven't really, ranked these in order of liking, but if I had to rank it, it would probably definitely make it in my top 5 for 2015. Absolutely loved Pink Grapefruit from Kringle Candle. And just look at that. Doesn't it make you want to eat it? Okay, and my final pick for Kringle, and I wasn't sure if I should pick this one or not. I was debating between this and Cozy Cabin. Their Cozy Cabin candle. I really like that one too. Some of the other ones I burnt, just did quick reviews on them when they were having the Candle Corner sale, 40% off. which was an exciting time on Candle Dancers Candle Corner on my Facebook group for sure. So there are a lot of scents that I actually tried to do quick reviews on to give people an idea of what the scent was like, if it was a good throw or not. But I didn't actually burn the candles completely yet. I hope to this year. So I decided not to pick any of those that I didn't actually burn all the way through. I just stuck with ones that I'd actually burned completely. And so I had to do vanilla cone because this was a surprise candle for me. I think Kringle, like Colonial, is really good with their fresh scents. They're really good with their florals, and they're really good with their cologne type scents. Bakery, I think they leave something to be desired. They need to work on a lot of their bakery scents. But their fresh florals, cologne scents are really, really good. Their tree scents, really, really good. So I wasn't sure what to expect with this vanilla cone. It's so hard to get a really good vanilla. And I love vanilla scents, but they can just be bland, they can be boring, they can be light throwers. I mean, it's really hard to get good vanilla. So I'm always in the search for good vanilla, and I think I found one in vanilla cone. I mean, you definitely get the vanilla ice cream, but you also get that waffle cone, sugar cone scent combined. And in a medium-sized room, like a bedroom, I got a really good throw with this. I think it's a beautiful scent on its own, and it's also a great, mixer blender scent for any other kind of bakery candle you have it. In fact, I'm going to try this. I have a Goose Creek cherry cobbler that I plan on burning in February, and I think I'm going to try mixing it with vanilla cone. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, surprise candle for me this year. Really good vanilla as far as I'm concerned. I had good luck with it. Kringle Candle Vanilla Cone. Okay, last but not least, we come to the Bath & Body Works candles. I did try a lot of Bath & Body Works candles, but there were 4 candles that were outstanding for me. A few that didn't make the cut that I really enjoyed. One was Rainforest Gardenia. That was a beautiful, strong gardenia type scent. And I also liked Tahitian to Ari flower. That one started out really, really light, but as it got going, it improved. But the ones that really did it for me this year are these 4 you see before you. And the first one is from the Cork and Vine collection, Sparkling Pear Riesling. This was a hit with many, many people, and I just loved it. Now this one I burnt a little bit. It's exactly what it is. It smells like, Riesling wine with a hint of that pear note. But mostly it just smells like wine, Riesling wine to me. Just beautiful, fresh, sharp, strong, perfect for, your late summer, early fall. I absolutely loved it, and I stocked up on it. Another favorite was Home. And this is one I almost missed out on. When it first came out, everybody went crazy over it. And I picked it up in the store, and I was, It reminded me of Yankee Candle's Sugar Apple. And that's one of those scents that I can't decide if I like it or not. And so I passed it up. And then something funny happened. My scent appreciation started to change. And every time I would go to the store, I'd pick this candle up, put it down, but I started to like it. It started to grow on me. So I finally bought one, took it home, lit it, and fell in love. And by that time, it was semi-annual sale time. These candles were disappearing from the stores. So I did manage to snag a few, but I'm sorry I didn't grab more. Yankee Candle actually came out with a candle for 2015 called White Chocolate Apple, which it almost made it on this table, but I was really trying to stick to 15 candles and not go over the 15. But I would say the White Chocolate Apple was a runner-up. Even though people compare this to Sugared Apple, I think this Home candle is a little bit more similar to White Chocolate Apple. not an exact dupe, but that's the closest you can get. Beautiful caramel apple type scent, a wonderful thrower. Again, one of the few candles that one candle could scent my great room. I'm just sorry I discovered it almost too late. At least I was able to get some. And I hope it's one that they bring back this year. Home, sweet caramel comfort. Wonderful, wonderful homey type of scent. Okay, the new candle for me for 2015, but not too many of you, is their London Tea and Lemon. And, I had heard about this candle actually when Colonial Candle had their Southern Tea candle. Everybody was talking about this one and comparing the Southern Tea to the London candle. And people were saying, oh, we hope, Bath and Body Works brings it back. We hope they bring it back. Well, thank God they did. And I got to experience it because when they brought it out, the Southern Tea candle was gone. So it's as wonderful as everybody says. You get that black tea note with the lemon. I've had really good luck with it as far as throw goes. I have had some issues with puny wicks, which I didn't have with the other Bath and Body Works candles you see before you. But I included this one, even though I did have some puny wick issues with it. It's just such a wonderful scent, and even if sometimes the wick struggled, I still always got a throw with it. And I thought that as the candle burnt deeper, as you got more and more into the candle, I was getting more of the rich black tea note that I really like. So definitely a winner in my book. It's one that I gifted to many people, during Christmas, because I just think it's just a very pleasing scent. How can you not like it? How could you not like it? I absolutely loved it. And last but not least, this was a White Barn exclusive. It did not make it into the Bath and Body Works store. This is Southern Sweet Tea. And it's also a tea and lemon scented candle, but it's a little bit lighter on the lemon. I mean, they're very, very similar. I loved this one. It was just a rich, rich, rich black tea scent. A little bit richer, a little bit darker than the London Tea and Lemon, but they're very similar. So those of you who missed out on the Southern Sweet Tea, don't feel too bad, because London is similar enough that you can, get the experience of just having a really nice tea candle. I love this one. I stocked up. I went to my White Barns in my area and bought every single one they had because it did not go to Bath and Body Works. I don't know if they would bring it back, since they brought back the London Tea and Lemon during the summer. They brought back a holiday version, and now they've come out with the spring version. So I don't think Southern Sweet Tea is going to make it back because they have the London Tea and Lemon. So I'm glad I have lots of tea candles to burn because now we have Colonial Candle has revised their Southern Tea, and they have the iced sweet tea. I just thought I'd show you the new version in case you missed my spring preview video. This is the new tea candle from Colonial. Sweet iced tea. Sweet iced tea. Similar label. Not exactly the same, but very similar. So there you guys have it. My top picks for 2015. If you guys like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe below. And have a blessed day.